I'm Austin Schott.
And I'm Austin Hanson.
And you're tuned in to the Tiger Highline Online.
Hi there. You may have heard the ruckus going around Cedar Falls High School about the flaming car. Let's take a closer look with Austin Schott and Carl Sidkowski.
With the sounds of sirens and lights flashing, students at Cedar Falls High School realized it would not be a typical Friday morning. Students were shocked with what they saw. When the smoke cleared, it was clear that no one was as shocked as senior Hannah Rothler.
I went to get out of my car and I took the key out, and all of a sudden smoke started spewing out of the sides of my hood. So I got out, and then all of a sudden flames just started shooting out, so I called 911.
The fire department arrived as quick as possible, with Battalion Chief Roger Stensland leading the crew.
Where we're at right now, we just know it started in the engine compartment there and worked its way into the inside of the dash of the car. But our guys, we had a good response from the fire department. They're well trained on putting out car fires, and they did a nice job and hopefully get a good outcome from it.
Her car was totaled, but Hannah made it without injury. She decided to go to class and carry on with her day.
I'm just happy that I got out and that it didn't start like while I was driving, and I'm alive, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm Austin Schaub, reporting for the Tiger Highline Online.
For those of you who have not yet finished your holiday shopping, the resource students have done a great job making handmade items to fill out those wish lists. Here's a story by Christina and Emily.
One group at Cedar Falls High School will be bringing their most recent project into action during this festive time of the year. In the Holidays Craft Sale project, resource students have the chance to create crafts and then sell them to the public. The money they raise will be used for a variety of things to help students as they progress in their education, as well as taking a trip at the end of the year.
It's the Holidays Craft Sale, Saturday, December 10th from 10 to 2, and it's in the lower level of Cedar Falls High School. So you'll enter door number 15.
This project also offers students a variety of priceless lessons and opportunities that they otherwise would have not had.
The students get to work on projects from start to finish, but they also get to see the enjoyment that other people get from purchasing their craft items for gifts for the holidays.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun work and go sale.
Counting money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Counting the money.
My favorite part is going to be seeing all the people.
It would be greatly appreciated by the students and the staff a part of this project if you take the time to attend and support the sale. This is Emily Peck and Christina Brammer reporting for the Tiger Highline Online.
You may have noticed that the UNI football team has been practicing here at Cedar Falls High School this week. Here's a story by Lisa.
The second-ranked University of Northern Iowa Panthers of Cedar Falls, Iowa are taking on the fifth-ranked Montana Grizzlies for the FCS quarterfinals on Friday, December 9th at Missoula, Montana. To get prepared for this cold outdoor game, the Panthers have been practicing at the outdoor football field at the Cedar Falls High School. 2009 Cedar Falls graduate Kyle Bernard used to play quarterback for the Cedar Falls Tigers and reflected on what it was like to return to his home field.
It was a lot of fun. I was looking forward to it. As soon as I heard Coach say that we were going back to the high school, I was getting more excited than I even was for this week. So it was fun getting to pull back into the old parking lot. Hadn't been back there in a while, and getting to go out on the field. It was a little icy this week. Around was a little harder than I remember it. But that's just because it was so cold. But yeah, it reminded me a lot of in my senior year when we made it to the finals. We had to practice outside. On the field under the lights, and so it reminded me a lot of the high school playoffs, so it kind of was bringing back some good memories there too.
UNI Panther football coach Mark Farley talks about how their outdoor practices are preparing them for their big game.
Well, we have to climatize ourselves to get ready for the outdoors and underneath the lights. So we're going to play at 7 o'clock and trying to get used to the temperature and the wind. Well, there's no question. I mean, the density of the ball changes, everything changes when you go outside, the temperature changes, and actually we just get used to playing at this temperature and at this time.
The game airs on ESPN Network Live at 7 p.m. Friday, December 7th.
In this day of age, technology is a tremendous tool to help teachers aid students in their learning. Here's a story by Lucas, Richie, and Terrell.
Every day at Cedar Falls High School, students use their phones and iPods, but teachers are also using technology to make it easier to do schoolwork. How are you using new electronic media in your classroom?
What I've been doing is I've been using a lot of Google Docs for the majority of my classes so that they are no longer actually submitting a paper copy, at least not for every step of the writing. They're actually submitting Google documents. So I edit those Google Docs and send them back to them with the comments, and they can read each of the individual comments or change and edit them before they submit the final copy.
How do you personally use the electronic media?
Personally myself, I got a smartphone about a year and a half ago, and so I actually grade the Google document papers on my smartphone, and I can submit it and send it really quickly. Yes, it's a little tiny, but I find that in general I'm much faster on getting the papers back.
So what kind of new technology are you using in your class?
This year for the first time the English department purchased Kindles, and we're using with our Communication in Life and Exploring Language and Lit courses Kindles to help students hopefully be more active with their reading. A couple of good features with it have been vocabulary usage. You can move the cursor to given words and definitions will show up immediately. So that's made that a little bit more productive and easier for the students.
Some of you may be completely oblivious to the Cedar Falls transportation system. Here's the story by Mason and Evan.
The Met Transit is a system of buses that drives passengers all around Cedar Falls and Waterloo. The bus is an often overlooked mode of transportation that could be beneficial for high school students to know about. For only 75 cents, you can get driven all around town. The bus drives over 9 routes. What do you think are the advantages of the bus system?
The advantages is you don't have to pay for gas. You ain't got to worry about paying for gas. You ain't got to worry about driving in bad weather. You meet a lot of people. It's cheap, so you get to where you want because you run Cedar Falls and Waterloo.
The bus is well equipped for any passenger. If someone is handicapped, the bus comes equipped with seat belts, a harness, and even a lift to get you on. How did you feel about the Cedar Falls bus system?
It was actually pretty fun. I'd never been on the bus before, and I was surprised to see what they call Cedar Falls' hidden gem.
This has been Evan Fairbanks
and Mason Wise,
reporting with Cedar Valley Sound.
Are you one of those who has useless objects in your trunk? Here's a story by Jacob, Kyle, Drew, and Andy.
The trunk of your car can be used for many things, as a place for blankets and shovels during the winter, a perfect place for your spare tire, or just a place to toss your leftover trash. Jacob Crawford, a senior at Cedar Falls High School, gives us his opinion on the things that he keeps in his trunk.
Spare tire, a bunch of cans. That's about it. Well, spare tires there in case I get a flat, and the cans are there just because I throw them back there when I don't need them.
This has been Andy Hughes reporting for the Tiger Highline Online.
That is it for this edition of the Highline. Watch us next week, or else